Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 5 Japanese battleship Kongo. It has 8 main guns, 22 secondary guns, 36 AA guns, a top speed of 30.4 knots, total health 54,100, modules used reduce crit chance on main battery, reduce flood and fire, commander, basic survivability, faster turret traverse, lower fire chance, and a lower cooldown on damage control. We're on the map New Dawn, and I'm headed to sea. Now, my New York game, barely 21 knots, if that. Well, complete other end of the spectrum, Tier 5 battleship. Over 30 knots in a battleship is awesome. I love this ship. I just can't stand slow battleships. And Kongo is great because it can get into a position where the enemy will not have the ideal attack paths. You can move forward, get into cover, and attack only the enemy you want to have to attack, and prevent all the other enemies from returning fire. You can see the great range. Now, at the maximum range, you're not going to really hit anything, but it's nice that you have the chance. You know, 1 in a million shot, guy's super low, maybe you get the kill, you know. An enemy New York shows up, and he's at a pretty good distance, and we pop scout plane. Now, the scout plane increased the range by 20% on our main battery, and it shifted the camera to a more eagle eye perspective. The mod is actually ripping this camera and using it all the time. Now, for me personally, that's not fair. The camera is attached to the scout plane, and the scout plane has limited charges, and it only lasts for a short duration. So, people are benefiting from a power cooldown that they've given to a select class on a limited cooldown. So it's not fair. Wargaming feels like it's giving you an advantage, which it is. You can see over islands, which you couldn't normally. You could see an enemy dropping torpedoes that you wouldn't normally see because the island's in the way. And it gives you a little bit better idea of the enemy's position and the direction they're heading. And we're trying to fight off this enemy torpedo bomber. Come on, kill him! Don't let him hurt us! We got him down to only 2. Only 1! Get him before you can launch! I think he just launched right there. Yep. Man, I wish the game would just be a little bit better about telling you exactly what the aircraft are doing. Sometimes you feel like the aircraft are like a mystery. Their animations are wild sometimes, and they'll be flying off, and then a torpedo will magically show up right next to you. It's just a little awkward. And this is gonna hurt. I'm just like, oh god, please. And I fit myself in. Only take 2 of the 6, thankfully. But we have to use damage control. We also use our heal. And we take some pretty good shots. We got a couple cruisers. Basically half the enemy team has decided to go to sea. And I'm deciding to head away from sea. You know, it's not a coward move to retreat. I'm just trying to get a better angle to maximize my potential, right? And you can just see everyone's like, man, I would really like to kill this Kongo. And we're very fast. We can keep up with moving away from the enemy. Most battleships, once the enemy engages them, they don't have the speed to retreat. We can land a really big citadel penetration on this Omaha. He is probably a little sad. We're going to try and do that again, of course. We're just waiting for a good angle. Looks like it's going to be a good angle. Oh, great grouping. This should be awesome. And it is. We do another 10k citadel, and we get a straddle. Come on, finish this guy off. This is the maddening thing, is you'll see like great grouping and then awful grouping, and it'll be within a second. So we kill off the Omaha. We are still alive, and we have a friendly cruiser right next to us, escorting. So I see this New York. He's got a really great side showing, and I fire, and I'm aimed probably, a kilometer where the direction is, and then the camera all of a sudden like desyncs, and I have to readjust, and yeah, okay, that explains it. It was not aimed at the exact location that I tried to aim. It went long by like a kilometer, so it was off by 2 kilometers basically. And we are not leading quite as much as we need to, and only one lands, probably hit a module, did no damage. If you hit a module, the module's gonna absorb the damage. And I see this friendly carrier is dropping a really good set. He's gonna do torpedoes on at least the St. Louis, probably the Wyoming also. One hits the St. Louis, one hits the Wyoming, and a third hits the St. Louis. And we're gonna try and finish off the St. Louis. Friendly cruiser that just died, so I'm the closest target to the St. Louis. Just the tip, man. We finish off the St. Louis, but it's not a kill steal if you make sure your team has a better chance at winning. There was nobody in range to finish him off. The only person that was died 5 seconds earlier. You need to kill low health targets. They take a precedence over any other target. And we're trying to go after this enemy Phoenix. Phoenix is basically Omaha. It's got low armor, and he was showing a lot of his ship. We did an okay attack, but he's maneuvering. His angle is too sharp. So we're going to switch to the enemy Wyoming. Tier 4 US battleship. Very slow. And we're on fire, and I just choose not to put the fire out. I was worried that, I don't know, maybe I would need damage control in a minute. Initially, I was going to head for that gap, going to be real aggressive, get into B, and attack any enemies that came. And then I thought twice about it, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just go north of the islands, and then I'll attack. Yeah, that would probably work out better. There's, 3, maybe 4 enemies in that area, only just a little too hot, plus 2 enemy carriers. So yeah, not a good initial strategy, and it cost us probably 6,000 hit points that we could have used. We see this enemy Kuma, broadside. Oh, we get a great dispersion with that first shot. Is it going to do the damage it needs to? Oh, it's gonna do the damage it needs to do. Oh man, that felt good. And blue pills like that too. That was an awesome shot. And it felt like 80% of that was just up to the dispersion of the gun. Nothing I could do to make it better or worse. But we killed the Kuma. Yeah, I'm worried about this torpedo squadron that's headed up. New York, angle's too harsh. So we switch to attack on the Wyoming. And looks like we're going to have success. We critically damaged something. Oh, we critically damaged one of his main batteries. But we're real focused on this enemy torpedo bomber. I know he wants to hurt me. I just feel it in my blood. This guy is too greedy, yep, and he drops it on me. I am already maneuvering, and I'm just not going to be able to avoid the first torpedo. And it pops me. I get the flood debuff. When flood's on you, you're half speed, and you're obviously taking a dot damage that's pretty devastating. So I need to wait I popped my scout plane, hoping to try and kill the Wyoming before I died. I really thought I was dead right here. So, you know, go out with a bang. And first set, the dispersion was not our ally. Second set, dispersion was as good as it could get. And he's barely alive. I'm just hoping someone will finish him off. I got my 2 friendly carriers, so the enemy carriers are sending everything up here constantly. I would really love to have enough currency to mount modules to maximize these ships. Rudder shift, real important. It allows you to react quicker. And we died to this enemy New York. Damn it! We got 3 kills, pretty big citadel penetrations. And I'm going to go to the Murmansk. Murmansk is really awesome. But rudder shift, AA range, and then I think you're golden. I think you're really limiting the potential for carriers to affect you with both of those modules. And pretty much every game it seems like carriers are affecting all aspects of the outcome, especially the higher you get. It just becomes you're going up against cream of the crop, carrier-wise, and they can see everything. They can go anywhere, they can kill anyone they want. So, hopefully I'll be able to earn more credits and min-max the ships. The Murmansk does an awesome job taking out the New York. He's got great range on his torpedoes because he's Russian. Murmansk, other than the torpedo range, is basically the Omaha. Great AA, great guns, and it's got 8.6 kilometer torpedo range, I think. And I'm just hoping he doesn't die and we can finish this game off. An enemy destroyer went all the way around me and everything else to get to the friendly carriers. We got a little lag there for some reason. And any second now we're going to win this game. The Murmansk is just burning. But, yep, okay, we win the game. Awesome. So, Kongo, fast, get into position quickly. You can play effectively, both defensively and offensively. And we had some great citadel shots. And that's just RNG all the way, really. We have a general idea where we want to aim, but we need the gun dispersion to work out in our favor. 3 kills, 75,000 points of damage, and we held off the enemy while our allies won the game. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the Kongo. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.